What's up, YouTube? It's Coach of the Jiro again, and it's time for another alcohol review. But this one is kind of a blast from my past. This is something that I reviewed about 10 years ago when I started my old channel, Lionheart68. Go check it out. I don't do it anymore, but it's still got some really good skits on there. But this one is, the missus bought this for me, and she's like, why don't you do a throwback? I'm like, hey, that's kind of cool. So this is Budlight Platinum. And I call it Platinum, it's Platinum, but whatever. Alright, so this is one of my favorite regular beers of all time. It probably got one of my second highest reviews on my old channel. So let's see if it still stands up today. Oh, it still smells so amazing. Alright, let's do this. Oh, it's a beautiful light golden color. It has a medium, white, thick foam head. It is very pleasant. It smells just like a Bud Light, just a little more oaky. Oh, man, I love the flavor notes of this. All right, so without further ado, Bud Light Platinum review. Let's go, guys. And it has not changed the step. This is so refreshing and clean. It's like an old Bud Light, like back in the 90s. Bud Light, per se. But it's got more maltiness, more oakiness. It's really, I mean, it's got a lot of bitterish notes, but it's really amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it, like I did last time on my old channel, I'm going to give it a 9.8, and I highly recommend it. This is really awesome. It's probably one of my favorite malt beverages, as malt beers go. I wonder if they have anything on the can. No, they don't. But I will review the can. It is reminiscent of the old bottle. It's got the A and B logo on it. 6% alcohol by volume. Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10 on the artwork, I'll give it an 8. It's nostalgic, and I just can't throw away my nostalgia. None of us can. But again, yeah, I give this a 9.8. And I recommend this. This is really refreshing. This is a step back from what I've normally been reviewing, and this is just a cult classic when it comes to beers. I remember when it first came out a long time ago when I was still in my early 20s, and me and my friend at the time, we had just heard of it, and we had saw the commercial on it. Actually, I think it was a Super Bowl commercial, and it showed a man riding a Clydesdale horse drinking it, and as he was drinking it, diamonds were coming out of the horse's hoofs, because this is supposed to be a diamond in the rough beer. That was the logo for a long time. Kind of reminds me of Beck's Sapphire. That's something I've not seen in over 10 years on my old channel. So if you got any of you guys can see Beck's Sapphire or get it and review it, go ahead and do that and give me a shout out, because I haven't seen it in a long time and I'm curious what you guys think. But again, I give this a 9.8, and I highly recommend this. This is really amazing. It's really refreshing on the palate. It's after a long, stressful day, this is something that I would like to come home to and just kick back my legs and just drink a couple of these and just listen to music and chillax. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget that little like button and hit that little noti bell to get notified for any other reviews that I've been doing. If you have any other things you wish for me to review, leave it in a comment below. And don't forget to share the video, as I share all my friends' videos that I watch too. So until then, peace out, YouTube.